A warm welcome to everyone and namaste. So, I welcome all of you again to our discussion about the FAQs or frequently asked questions about karma. So, in the last session, I was discussing about how ignorance is not an excuse. Whether you are a small baby or youth or adult or old, whatever may be your age, whatever may be your sex, whatever may be your religion, for everyone the law of karma works. So, today's question we will start with fifth question, and that is the law of karma works on whom? As I discussed earlier, yes, law of karma works on everyone irrespective of caste, creed, nationality and so on. It works on every individual. So, sometimes it works individually and sometimes it works collectively. What do I mean by this? So, I mean that sometimes like we get some disease and we struggle and suffer alone in a hospital, and we are in a family, only we are suffering, only I am suffering, and I get admitted in the hospital, ICU and so on. So, individually I am struggling, I am suffering because of my individual karma, and sometimes the whole world or country or state or city will also struggle or suffer. That is, I call it as collectively everyone suffers. For example, there is a ativrishti or anavrishti. In one city there is a heavy rainfall. The people living in that entire city, they suffer. Sometimes there is earthquake, the entire country will suffer. So, like that, sometimes individually we suffer and sometimes collectively we suffer. So, that is the point. So, individual suffering is because of individual karma and collective suffering is because of collective karma. And whenever we have done something, mistakes collectively, then we suffer also accordingly. And there are so many examples I can give that if you are not destined to suffer, even in that entire country is suffering and you may not suffer. Like for example, in India, in one part of city, there was a heavy flood, and because of this flood, the entire city was completely taken with the water, and the whole houses, the buildings, it fell collapsed on the earth. And after like continuously one day it happened, and next day nothing was there actually on the earth. But when police, the rescue team, when they came and they saw, there was one small child who was crying. So, entire city, entire family, everyone are finished, but this one child, nothing happened to this child. So, that is the point. Here, when it collective karma works, it works in a completely different way, where collectively many people just gets washed off. In one of the countries, there was a heavy flood from the ocean. So, ocean actually, lot of water just came inside the city, and the city, whole city was washed off. But there were two people just before the flood. These two people, they entered the ocean for scuba diving. And when they entered, when they dived inside the ocean, they saw there was some pressure coming from inside. They thought there is something. They didn't understand that. And they were inside the water like for half an hour to 45 minutes. They went inside the water for scuba diving and they were just roaming here and there. And after 45 minutes, they come out of the water in search of land. But interestingly, for their surprise, they could not find the land because the ocean water has completely collapsed the entire city. And the entire city were washed off, but these two people were alive. So, this is what happens. So, when it comes to individual karma, individual person, they suffer.